everyone, so today I want you to think about one of your favourite films from before the millennium. One of the real classics. Maybe it's Blade Runner, maybe it's Robocop, Ghostbusters, The Italian Job, Back to the Future. Now, imagine if one or all of those movies were released in cinemas again now, but they were worse. Now, this might cause a stir, but I guess what I'm really trying to say, and I'm speaking to Hollywood directly here, is, hey assholes, stop remaking everything. Now, while I'm not dead set against the idea of remakes, in fact there are some pretty good ones, you can't deny that the market is getting a bit oversaturated with them. It's similar to when you're a child and one of your parents discovers a recipe that they really like and you have it for tea, and when you first have it, it's okay. But then you keep getting it, again and again, until you're a bit sick of just the mention of it. So this begs the question, is there any room left on the plate for original ideas? I'd like you to cast your mind back to the last movie you saw at the cinema. Now cast your mind back to the last movie you saw at the cinema that wasn't a reboot or a remake or a sequel or any other continuation of a franchise. And I'm including book adaptations in that. When was the last time you saw a movie that was just that? Just a movie. A single standalone story that was never anything else before the screenplay was written. I can't remember what that is for me. No, don't get me wrong, there is merit in adaptations and sequels and franchises and such. In fact, a lot of my favourite movies of all times are book adaptations. But what I really want to talk about here is remakes. I'm gonna be blunt here. I don't like them. Of all the remakes I've ever seen, I've always preferred the original. Whether it's a remake like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which is basically the same film, it's just in English rather than in Swedish, or whether it's a remake like The Italian Job, which is a very different film to the original, in all the wrong ways. Imagine someone baked you a Victoria sponge and it was the best cake you've ever had. A cake you could go back to time and time again and enjoy the taste just as much each time. And now imagine someone else gives you an actual sponge and tells you it's the same thing. That's the way I would compare the original Italian Job and the remake of the Italian Job. As the years go on, we seem to be getting even more announcements. Classic and beloved films from the 80s and 90s that are getting remade. Ghostbusters, for example, one of the greatest comedy sci-fis there is, beloved by many, myself included. Now, I have nothing against anyone involved in the remake of the Ghostbusters movie, and I am all for strong lead female characters in movies. We definitely need more of those. But I can't help but think, what would be better than switching the gender of the four main roles in an already existing movie is making a brand new franchise with these actors. Rather than update something from the past, make something new. A new concept, a new story with as much as, if not more potential than the original Ghostbusters movie. Now that movie's getting made and released regardless of what I say in this, and so are many more remakes. Whether it's your classic 80s action or your nostalgic 90s Disney, we are getting a heap of annoying and unnecessary remakes. The slew of live-action Disney movies that are coming out already exist as perfectly good animated films. I mean, not perfectly good, no movie is perfect, apart from this one. But you could go down to your nearest DVD store or the internet, because why would you want to go outside? Yuck. And you would find a number of great movies, some of the best movies ever made. The benefits of doing that rather than going to watch a remake at the cinema, you get to see the same story, it probably costs a lot less, it'll be less time consuming and more convenient for you, and you will more than likely see a better movie. The point I'm really trying to make here is it would be nice, oh so nice, if we could have more new and fresh ideas brought to the silver screen, rather than rehashing old ideas from 30 years ago. Because Hollywood, if you keep doing this, in another 30 years, you don't have anything to remake anymore. Now, I want to close by saying not all remakes are terrible by default, and not all old movies are amazing masterpieces. Especially not this one. This one sucks. So that's just something I've been wanting to put out there for a while, and please feel free to continue this debate in the comments. I'm really interested to see what other people have to say on this, what other people's opinions are, because I am by no means an authority on the matter. I just find it an interesting topic. In addition, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, you can give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe, and maybe you could even share this video around. Show it to your friends, show it to your grandma, show it to your dog, or you could not do any of that because you are allowed to make your own choices. Anyway, thanks for watching this video guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Did I bring my cup of tea in here for the sole purpose of making that pun? Yeah.